Let's talk about Trey Trades. Used to be a trader with a D. Now, according to many, he's a trader with a T. Why? Well, he came out, the king, the leader of the whole AMC retail short squeeze cult. And he said, this is my last AMC update. I'm done. It doesn't matter if AMC goes through the roof, 5X's. I will never make another AMC video again. Apparently, right before that, he flipped off a bunch of his viewers in a live stream, and it's just been eating at him. You could see it. He was the face of the retail movement, the whole short squeeze buzz, the whole cult that would tarnish everyone's reputation if they said anything about AMC and that the price wouldn't go to well over 1,000. Trust me, I know, because I put out a couple of negative AMC videos covering it objectively to what I thought was a decently objective video, and I would get torched. I get destroyed. I would get messages through Instagram, Facebook. I mean, this really was a cult. People were die hard into this, and the leader of it all, Trey Trades, Matt Kors to an extent as well, but from the comments, from what I've been seeing on the internet over the past year, Trey Trades was leading the charge. And that's a lot of responsibility for someone in his early 20s. So to catch you guys up to speed, May, April of 2021, there started to be some buzz about AMC having a really huge short percentage. And so people said, hey, if we buy a lot of AMC, we could potentially force a short squeeze. And in June 2021, that's exactly what happened. AMC popped to around $60 a share, like 5-6x. And people got really excited. And all these YouTubers, Trey Trades included, were saying that it's going to the moon. This is not the short squeeze yet. Look, there's a lot of naked shorting, and there was all these synthetic shares. And a lot of these things that you can't exactly prove, people were claiming. And the numbers, they did look funny to an extent, but also in the very beginning of the short squeeze, I pointed out that AMC is not like GME, which completely exploded and caught the hedge funds with their pants down. AMC, when it came, the hedge funds were ready. They were playing both sides. They were playing the retail investor. So what now? September 30th of 2022, AMC is trading at just $6.97. It's down almost 85-90%. And what was happening? Every day, people like Trey Trades were still covering AMC, saying, hey guys, it's going to go to the moon. It's going to rip. There's going to be a short squeeze. They were beating their chest, and they were convincing the retail investor to continue to put money on it. Definitely don't sell and all that stuff. Sure, they would say, hey, I am not a financial guru. I'm not a financial analyst. Please, don't listen to me. They do that whole legal thing. But they were encouraging the retail investor to go and pump their money into it, which a lot of retail investors did. How do I know? Because I make finance videos from time to time, and a lot of my friends that are new to investing, new to stocks, especially the Robinhood folks that jumped in the 2020 craze when everything was popping up to the moon, they were invested heavy into AMC. And I was like, wow, I saw some logical friends that had pretty huge positions in AMC. I literally had to talk to them for hours to make them realize that they should do more research and it might not be a great idea. This AMC thing was the biggest cult movement I've ever seen in the stock market, and I've been following it for 15, 16 years pretty closely. Now, this is not going to be a type of video that you think where I'm just going to rip apart Trey Trades for going ahead and making 350,000 subscribers and a whole lot of money generating ad revenue from YouTube, and then going ahead being the leader of the movement, saying he'll never leave. I'm still here. I'm never selling. I'm never going to leave. Go and make a video that he's done with AMC, leaving his following out to dry. But if you think about it, if you think about the totality of the situation, here's what I personally think has happened. I think that Trey Trades hit lightning in a bottle. He hit a gold mine when he started covering AMC. If you take a look at his channel, he was covering a lot of different stocks before that. He was not getting any traction. Once he started covering AMC and it popped a little bit, he was proven right for a really short period of time, and he jumped on it. His whole persona, his whole life, he was spending so much time live streaming, putting out videos. He's making hand over fist off of ad revenue. And on top of that, he's gaining a lot of followers. He was on Fox Business. He was on all these different news networks. We're talking about nationally televised broadcasts. Him, Matt Kors, I believe, some of the other ones. Because of the AMC movement, they were interviewed by some of the top talents in the business news networks. Bananas. This kid's only like 22, 23 years old. And being the face of the AMC movement is not easy. You know how I know how? Take a look at the cover photo of this video. Or better yet, go back 1 year ago. Take a look at what Trey Trades used to look like and how he looks like now. You could see that he's aged. It's taken a toll on him. Why? Is it because he's put so much time into it? No. I strongly believe that over time, the kid is smart. He knows technical analysis really, really well, but he's definitely smart enough to understand fundamental analysis. And he knew that he has become a slave to the AMC movement. He has created a beast that he no longer truly believes in. This is my personal opinion, and I strongly feel that way because once in a while I would jump in and see what's going on in the Trey Trades saga. I'll play a video through, and you could tell that he's basically preparing his audience to pull the plug on AMC. He's no longer speaking with such conviction, being really, really overly dramatic and excited and optimistic about AMC going to the moon. And this was clearly evident. And you could also see that it's weighing on him because it became his life. It became his identity. And he wakes up and he sees that AMC is down. It's down some more. But his purpose of the day was to log on and basically lie to people. Keep telling them that, hey, it's going to work out. He was drinking his Kool-Aid for a really, really long time and it was working out for him. And then he realized that it's just Kool-Aid and there's nothing to it, and that more likely than not, nothing's going to squeeze. And he just lost hundreds of thousands of people. I don't know how many people, a ton of money. And who knows how much these people put in. They were die-hard fans. I'm telling you, I've never seen a cult like that. If you just take a look at the comment of any video that was even a little bit critical of AMC going above $500 or $100 or just saying it's a farce and it's never going to short squeeze, they were annihilated. These people were vicious. And they championed anybody that spoke positively about AMC to the extent where it was just ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it. Take a glance at the Reddit groups. Take a look at the Facebook groups. It's absolutely insane. And what happened? Well, the leader of the movement started to realize that he is pitching something that is not going to come to fruition. And every time he tried to backtrack a little bit or back out or start covering other things, his audience would get really furious with him, really angry and aggravated, and they would start to annihilate him. And it would affect them a lot. The kid's an emotional kid. He's a smart kid. He's a brilliant kid, okay? He was able to make like 10,000 following into 350,000 plus. He's a celebrity. There's a check mark next to his name on YouTube. He's made a ton of money. So what happens now? Well, unfortunately, I think that he's going to eat massive amounts of hate for the next couple of weeks to months. And the kid's a little bit brittle because he's mentioned that he has mental health issues and stuff. This is important because I don't know if you guys realize, but doing the YouTube thing, really, really hard. This is no excuse for someone like Trey Trades going out there, convincing people that something's going to happen, which is not, and then saying, oh, yeah, you know what? That whole year where I was putting out a video a day talking about it, telling you what's going to happen. Well, I'm going to stop doing that. I'm out. I'm going to go on to something else because I'm a free person. I could do whatever I want. Obviously, people are going to get enraged, really, really upset. However, those people that are following him, they're mostly young people, new to the market, and everybody loses money in the beginning. They make a mistake, they learn from it. So they have their whole life ahead of them to go ahead, make more money, make better decisions, diversify their portfolio, put some money into ETFs, max out their tax advantage accounts, do a whole lot of stuff that's healthy for their portfolio and for their financial well-being going forward. But I believe that Trey Trades is going to eat massive loads of crap for the next couple of months, and it's going to be hard to watch because it's sad. And you could see that he struggles sometimes with maybe anxiety or even depression. He's an emotional kid, and I implore you guys, the ones that are just really savagely angry at him, to maybe take it easy on the kid, because it's just a person. And I do believe when he started out, he had great intentions. I do believe that he really thought that it was going to go to the moon. Put yourself in his position. You're around 22 years old, okay? You're sitting on a chair, you're talking into a camera, which by the way is not easy to do. Put your face on something and then put it out to the world. The kid is doing it every single day, creating videos, trying to create educational content, trying to create entertainment content. And all of a sudden, he strikes a gold mine where he's making videos about something and he's getting tens of thousands and then hundreds of thousands of views. Everyone is praising him, getting behind him. And all of a sudden, he's seeing that he's making people money, because it went from $6 to $12 to $20 to $30, $40, $50, $60. He's on an extreme high. He's probably sleeping 3-4 hours a night. During that time, he's full of adrenaline, endorphins. He's yelling into the screen. He's doing all this funny stuff. Everyone is giving him applause. Everyone is giving him a bunch of praise. They're rubbing his ego. They're lifting his confidence. They're saying, you're our leader. This is amazing. We're going to screw over the hedge funds. Us little guys, David versus Goliath. We're going to win. This is an amazing story. We're making history. We are changing the course of the stock market. They will make videos and movies about this and put it into AMC, ironically. But he is just 22 years old going through this. And then over time, it starts to settle in that AMC is actually losing its investors' money. And now it's trading at just $6. So over that course of a year, he's going from an extreme high to waking up, being like, please, 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 checking his phone and seeing that AMC is down a lot. He is losing his followers a bunch of money, but he has to go on there. He has to tell his subscribers that everything's going to be great. Don't sell, stay the course. I'm staying in. We're going to do this. We're going to beat Goliath. And he kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And I think he did it past the point where he actually believed that that's going to be the case. And you could see that he's disenchanted. He's deflated. He is not the same Trey Trades that used to talk with a lot of zest, with a lot of power in his voice, and be like a leader of a movement and be super confident and have a lot of fun. He's not having fun. He is struggling. He's struggling with his success. And handling success is just as hard as handling failure, if not even harder. I would actually say the kid probably feels super lonely right now, because he made it to the top of the YouTube finance retail space, but he kind of did it for a wrong reason. And now he's struggling because he has money, but he's probably not happy with the way he made it or where it's going. And he's trying to pivot. Again, the kid is smart. He does understand technical analysis. I disagree with a lot of the stuff he says, but he's just 23 years old, or maybe 24 at this point. And over time, if he keeps going and he's already made these mistakes, he's going to learn from them. He might actually be a really good, solid, coherent, cogent voice to listen to in the stock market space, in the finance space. But I'd still believe that in these 3-4 months ahead, he's going to eat a whole lot of crap. And let me know in the comment section if you think it's well-deserved, if you think that people should take it easy on him, or he needs to get off of YouTube altogether. And he made a reputation, he made a bunch of money on the backs of retail traders that trusted him, that believed he was never going to leave the movement. And now that he went and was a traitor to the movement, that he should just leave YouTube, not make any more videos and stuff. Me personally, I don't feel that way. I believe that in about 2 to 3 years, he's still going to be putting out content. He's still going to be really, really popular, maybe even more famous than he is today. And people will remember the way he started up. But over time kind of heals things out. It kind of irons things out. He's going to lose the crazy gun-ho AMC proponents that were just like AMC or nothing and they put everything in. They're going to be upset at him probably for a lifetime. But there's a whole lot of people that followed him for entertainment and just put a little bit in so they could champion it, kind of like a sports team, right? Like betting that the Yankees are going to win the championship for $1,000, and that makes it more fun to watch every baseball game. So I think a lot of people, that's what they did with Trey Trades. So they went ahead and they put some money in AMC and they would just listen. I feel like I honestly, I do feel for Trey Trades, because as someone who puts out finance and stock content on YouTube, it is not easy, especially when you get blowback, to deal with the blowback. I'm pretty thick-skinned and I've diversified the way I make my money. I have a daytime business, I'm a web developer, web designer. Nighttime business, I do photography, videography, I trade, I consult. So I have all these different ways I make money. I'm not worried about just focusing on YouTube, but still, if I put out a video and it gets trash views or trash comments, it hurts. So I can only imagine what it's like for Trey Trades to go from such a high, famous superhero, the leader of a cult movement, to what he is today, which he's basically seemingly on the verge of like a nervous breakdown, where he said, that's it, I have to pull the plug. He's going to take a bit of time, promised he'll never make an AMC video again, which I honestly don't believe. I believe probably in 6 months or even 3 months, 2 months, AMC is going to see certain pops because the short percentage is high and they're down so low. I mean, they've been pummeled into the ground. $6.97. It's quite low for AMC given the amount of short interest there. But with Trey Trades leaving, some of these people, they might just swallow it and take out their money with like more than 50% losses or 30% losses. I don't think anyone's up at this point. I mean, it's at $6.97. And even for those people that before the short squeeze happened, they bought a bunch, as it was going up and they really thought it was going to squeeze to like $300 to $400, they kept pumping money into it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I definitely think there's going to be flare-ups in the price, and you know, it might hit above $15 and people might 2x from the amount it is today. But I certainly don't think there's going to be a short squeeze. If you disagree, let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Trey Trades. Let me know what you think about the AMC movement. Let me know which topic you'd wish for me to cover next. I do a lot of tutorials on this channel, which, by the way, for Trey Trades, if you're watching this, make some tutorial videos, just strictly tutorial videos, because that's really helpful and everybody benefits from that on YouTube, because people search for it if they need the tutorial and they learn, and you're not promising something, you're not betting your reputation on some big risk, you're just helping people. So tutorials, always helpful. I do stock tutorials, crypto tutorials, tech tutorials, and all that type of jazz. So yeah, let me know what you wish for me to cover next. Let me know your thoughts on Trey Trades, AMC, and I will see you all in the next video. And please, don't just look at your portfolio. Look at your mental health. Keep an eye on your friendships, relationships. Make sure that you're living well-balanced, healthy life. Love you all. See you all in the next video.